doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the opener of this 3-game set between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Jake Arrieta is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he's got a pretty good strikeout to walk ratio, 3-1. We'll see if that holds true in this one.
David Lee makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Afternoon for St. Louis, shortstop, David Lee.
And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball 1, and that's how things get underway here at Wrigley. EK, one-year-old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
But they are in for a tough test here this afternoon as they are facing one of the best pitchers around. But the way they've been playing lately, I don't think they're going to be too fazed by it.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
And boy, this is exactly how you want your leadoff hitter to approach an at-bat. Well, he's showing a lot of patience, and it's worked out so far.
Arrieta gets the sign, trying to work it full on 3-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And reined in, one away. And now a shot of the Cardinals starting lineup is set by Mike Matheny. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference maker in this game. He drove in over 25 runs last month. Sure, some of that credit belongs to his teammates getting on base ahead of him, but he's been stepping up big in clutch situations.
And a high strike there, 0-1. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Yeah, Joe has a little bit of a tough strike zone to figure out, guys. It's never too crazy in any one direction, but it's not always as consistent as some people would hope.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Right side, hit hard. Zobrist is there on to first, and there are 2 down. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, you remember growing up, right field wasn't a very important position. But here at this level, it's as important as any. And this man plays it as well as anybody. Very reliable, covers ground, always makes a routine play.
Michael Lee will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play.
And he has a top 5 on-base percentage as well.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. There are the batting leaders in the National League, of which we spoke just a moment ago. Just getting things underway here at Wrigley. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals nothing. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Number 65 gets the start for St. Louis in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, his batting average against is outstanding. It's under 200, so he's really dominated the offense thus far.
Nolan Arenado comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Eric Karros, we take a look at this Cardinal ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. EK, any thoughts?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance out of Nolan Arenado. He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over 500, so there's a good chance he'll have some sort of impact offensively in this one.
Chris Coghlan will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season.
Well, you know, he had a decent but not a great month last month, so we'll see if he turns things around or if that average just keeps on dropping.
Bases are empty, one man out. And he falls behind 0-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. With a moment now, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this defense is really anchored up the middle, and most specifically, the guy over at second base. He turns the double play as well as anybody in the game, has a lot of range, and really takes away a lot of hits from the other team.
Sammy Sosa will stride in now, and as you see there, he sits 9th in the National League in batting at the start of play.
Yeah, and look at the way the rookie's lighting it up. Boy, he could very well be in the Rookie of the Year discussion with numbers like that.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. You'd have to say, so far, so good here for the rookie.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting ahead. He's mixing his pitches. You'd like to put up a 0 to get that first inning out of the way, and he's close to making that happen.
2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
2 out, nobody on. 3-0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
And the count will be full. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. After 1, no score. Number 3 will dig in now. He's got that average up over 330 to begin the ball game.
And he hit over 300 during the last month, so he's seeing it really well right now.
swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Hot shot to third. Gloved by Arenado. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Mark McGwire.
Mark McGwire will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
And he's off to the start we all expected. I think he'll be right up there on the leaderboards at the end of this season.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. And he misses low with it, 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
He can afford to be patient here because all he's looking to do is get on base and do his damage from there.
Taken high and deep to right. Sosa going back on it, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he will get there with the first hit of the ball game, a one-out double. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the one-out double. And you see there on the lower part of your screen, his total places him third best on this Cardinals ball club.
Yeah, he's definitely one of their guys offensively. He does a nice job of finding gaps and getting into scoring position.
Coming to the plate now, Nick Savage. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Too high. And it's 3-0. A rare 3-0 curveball drops in, 3-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine. But you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
And that misses ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Yeah, a close pitch to take on a 3-1 count. But this might have been just a little bit outside. He winds up losing him.
Settling in now, Ed Easley. He'll get to take his first cuts here. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Arrieta sets. Here it comes on 1-0. Just missing here, 2-0.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Outside and low, 3-0.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
3-0 count. Here it comes. Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And that is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Skied into straightaway right. Sosa is there. 2 down.
And that's a nice comeback from down 3-0 to get the fly ball out. This is a guy he did not want to walk, so he made sure the next few pitches were at least in the strike zone.
Peter Borges gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses inside 1-0. Two down, runners at first and second. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up, a spin and a throw. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Well, nothing going right on the mound for him right now. This is going to be scored an infield single, and that's just going to make matters worse out there as that loads the bases.
Number 65 will stand in now with the bases loaded, 2 away, and a chance to really help himself out.
And at the very least, he's got to focus on getting something in play. He can really help himself out with just a simple single here.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Now here on the mound, you cannot take it easy on the pitcher here with 2 outs. He can still bloop one in there and drive home 2, so you need to be thinking strikeout all the way.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Zobrist has it on to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. 3 left for St. Louis. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Anthony Rizzo will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games. And that's in there for strike one.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Swing and a little tapper. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Batting fifth, Miguel Montero.
Striding into the box, Miguel Montero, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into the seats, 0-1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. And this is swung on and missed that time by Montero. No balls and 2 strikes now.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Too high. 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Montero is retired, 2 down now.
Well, tough to start a game much better than this. He's run through these first 5 guys pretty easily. This is already his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Looks like he's in it for the long haul here.
Ben Zobrist gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First offering on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sounds sharp, too.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Cubs are down in order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field. David Lee is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Grounded back up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
John Jay stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. 3-0 now.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. You guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
He's set, and the 3-0 offering. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. One away.
Wow, quite a turn of events here. He goes from in the driver's seat 3-0 to falling victim to the strikeout. And in hindsight, you go back to that 3-0 pitch, and I got to believe he wishes he was swinging.
Before the first pitch, a check at first, and the runner back easily.
Just checking.
Perhaps wisely, another look to first. A dive, but he's back.
Keeping an eye on him.
Standing in now, Michael Lee. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Third inning, no score to this point. Runners off for second. A pitch out. The throw. And they still don't get him as he's in safely at second with a stolen base.
Yeah, and you figure if you guess right on a pitch out, you're going to throw the guy out 9 times out of 10. But even though they sniffed this one out and the throw's not all that bad, they still can't get him at second base.
Two 2-0 count. Here it comes. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Baez backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Well, they might have been looking for the outside part of the plate there, but this one comes right back over the middle. So, I mean, he's lucky to get out of this with just a pop-up.
Into the box now, number 3, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Ground ball left side. Arenado's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. We've played 2.5. No score on the show. Roy Valentin will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base run. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Here's the 0-1. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And a rather easy first out.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Javier Baez steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
So many times pitchers will get ahead, then they'll start to mess around, and the next thing you know, it's a full count like it is here.
Hit hard up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Into the box, Jake Arrieta. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. Boy, and slow out of the box that time as he's tagged out quickly.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Here's Nolan Arenado. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Liner towards second. Oh, what a stop. Got him.
Whew, no problem.
3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Mark McGuire is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Arrieta into the windup. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
You know, obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Stepping in now, Nick Savage. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. You think there was any intent there?
I don't think so. I mean, he's just trying to bury that two-seamer in on the hands. Got away from him just a little bit.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Squared that one up just a little late. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Ed Easley waits on deck. Got him.
Well, one thing you learn real quick as a rookie, you don't get any easy at-bats at this level. You got to be thinking up there every single pitch because guys up here, they'll tear you apart if you don't.
Standing in now, Ed Easley. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
When you look at the way he's throwing the ball, he's thrown first pitch strikes to less than 40% of the batters that he's faced, and yet he's still pitching well, and we're in the middle of this ball game.
And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball. 1-1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more from Wrigleyville right after this. Chris Coughlin is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Drilled to the right side. To his left, Savage. And he's retired here, 1 away. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Into the box now, Sammy Sosa. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Ranging back is Borges. Still ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 11 for him on the season. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Boy, I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now.
Anthony
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And there's ball one. One out, nobody on. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution here.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
And that's 3 straight pitches, all over 100 miles an hour. If he throws a changeup for a strike here, that guy's got no chance.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
And that misses for ball 4.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Miguel Montero steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Runners on first with 1 down. One 0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed, 1-1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the 2nd strike. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. A runner on first with 2 away. Driven out to deep left center field. Borges racing back out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. So it's a 2-run home run off the bat of Ben Zobrist. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
One of the keys for him getting the victory in his last start, he did not allow a home run in that outing. But this is now 2 home runs he's served up here in the first few innings. You can bet there's a bit of concern over there in that dugout.
Now batting.
Into the box now,
Center
Roy
fielder.
Valentine.
Roy Valentine.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
When a guy like this on the mound has got you down 0-2, that's a tough hole to climb out of.
Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We played 4 full. Cubs lead it 3-0. Peter Borges will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Arrieta is ready. First pitch on the way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on show track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
In now, number 65. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
We've mentioned before that this guy can handle the bat, and he proves it right here with a solid base hit.
David Lee will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out.
Well,
2-0 now.
He's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were 2 tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
The 2-0 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
And one thing this kid's going to find out is that everything speeds up at the major league level. You know, those pitches that you were on top of in AAA, they have a tendency to get on top of you much quicker now. You got to learn to adjust.
John Jay will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Served out to left off the end of the bat. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals, still down 3-0. Javier Baez come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now, that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Hard sinker misses, 2-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, this curveball right here has got a lot of snap to it, and you can see pretty clearly he's finishing off his pitches much better than earlier in the ballgame and getting much better results as well.
Into the box, Jake Arrieta. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1. Three runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. On the ground up the middle. Lee is there. Throw gets him, 2 down.
And here's a guy that needed a quick inning after giving up 3 runs the last time around. He's got the first 2 outs here. He's looking a lot more determined out there now.
Nolan Arenado will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase. But when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Just hung in there on that one. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And here's a ball hit in the air. Number 3 in foul ground, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Leading off the inning, Michael Lee, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Arrieta's got his target. Here it is on 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Scorched to third. Arenado has it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
And all through this winning streak of theirs,
Number
we've
3.
seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Number 3 will step in. He's 0 for 2 to this point. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Well, it's just game 1 of this series, but you almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
And I'll tell you what, a 3-0 lead with the way this guy's throwing must look like a 10-0 lead to these guys. I mean, they just haven't been able to solve him at all so far.
Mark McGuire will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
And he takes ball one. Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0.
Well, I'm no pitching coach, but I can see that shoulder starting to fly open a little. That ball's really taken off on him.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Boy, and this is why you're trying to get yourself into good hitters' counts. This is just right down the middle on 2-0, and swinging at this should be your reward, but he decides to let it go.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Strike three called, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They trail in this one 3-0. Chris Coughlin will dig in for the third time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first two trips. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball one. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
You figure he should get something good to hit here. They don't want to walk him and put him on for the heart of the order.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Sometimes this is just what you need. You know, you're in the middle innings now. You can grind out a walk, make that guy throw a few pitches, get him into the stretch. That's where you can finally put him away.
There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Jaime Garcia will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning.
Jaime Garcia.
Sammy Sosa will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out.
And now he gets to face some fresh meat. He's already got 1 homer in this game, remember.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you got to figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
On the ground to third. Reined in. one there on to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
Oh, it's just so nice to be able to bring in a reliever that can get you a ground ball. Sure enough, first batter he faces, he gets him to hit the ball on the ground, and it turns into a very important double play.
Anthony Rizzo will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
That's yanked into the stands, strike one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Still 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Jay. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies, but they lead it 3-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Nick Savage is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. 1 away.
Now batting.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Ed Easley will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
1 out, nobody on. Too high, and it's 3-0. Pitching him pretty careful here, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's possible to be too careful. I mean, this is not a Silver Slugger award winner up there. You want this guy to hit the ball and put it in play.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. That one's in there, 3-1. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
The left fielder, number 11. Peter Borges.
Peter Borges steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Got him swinging in the dirt. In the dirt here. Throw back to second, and they've got him doubled off, and the inning is over. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Cubs 3 and the Cardinals nothing. Miguel Montero steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Catcher, Miguel Montero.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Lee going back on it at the track. And a scaling attempt to the wall, but it'll be in vain because this ball is gone. Miguel Montero, a solo home run. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Sooner or later, somebody was going to get him. That's just the first home run he's allowed out of the bullpen all season long. He's been lights out all year, but he got beat there.
Ben Zobrist will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. In there at the knees, strike 1. This crowd likely in the 40,000 range. They've got to like what they've seen so far.
Oh, and it's been a complete performance. They need to find a way to bottle this up and keep it going.
The windup and the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. Lee is there, 1 away.
Well, this guy on the mound right now isn't fooling anybody to start this inning. The home run was clearly hammered, and this ball's hit even harder, but with just a more favorable result out there on the mound.
Stepping in now, Roy Valentine. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's lifted the other way out to left. And Borges will take this one in for out number 2.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Javier Baez will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. And he lays off there 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not close. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Foul.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Set to deliver on 2-1. To 2-2 now.
And this has been a pretty good comeback from that leadoff home run. 2 straight outs now, and 2 strikes here as well.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
When a pitcher's close to getting through a quick inning, this is where you really need to grind out your at-bats, especially as a bottom-of-the-order guy. So this is a good job so far.
A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Matt Adams is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Number 32, Matt Adams.
Turned on down the line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Now a swing and a ground ball. Arenado comes up with it. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Stepping in, David Lee. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Outside, 3-0 now. John Jay will be next. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And once they fell behind in the count, I think this is a case where they just say, look, you're going to have to fish for something because we are not going to just lay one right in there for you. Probably not a bad decision against a power guy like this.
John Jay will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and one away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Runners on first with one down. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Here's a look over to first, but the runner's back easily.
Simple throw over there.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, he was trying to do something dramatic right there, but when you think about it, at this point in the ball game, all you need is base runners.
This is line to left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out. Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Michael Lee will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
2 out with the man at first. Slapped hard the opposite way. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Number 3 will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
That tails back over, strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Well, you know he wanted that pitch out there on the mound. I think it was probably a strike, but it doesn't really matter now. You have to let that pitch go, just forget about it, and concentrate on the next one.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Wade Davis will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out.
Number 17, Wade Davis. Now playing shortstop and batting in the 9th spot. Number 22, Doug Bernier.
Mark McGuire will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Well, he's still got to make one more big pitch, but this is a great start with the bases loaded.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Way outside. 1-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right side. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. 3 left for St. Louis. They trail here 4-0. Jordan Walden is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Jordan Walden.
Doug Bernier will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th.
Doug Bernier.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Comes set with the 0-1. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
Yep, they went right back to that same pitch on the outside corner, and that's a good job of laying off both times.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
And this is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Here's Nolan Arenado, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. One out, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Number 3 has to look over his shoulder, but he's got it for out number 2.
Yet not always an easy play heading toward the stands out there in left field. He's got a few different things to worry about over there, but he stays with it to make it look routine.
Standing in now, Chris Coghlan. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 9th inning coming up. The Cubs are on top, 4-0. Nick Savage will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
First pitch of the at-bat. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Coghlan is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
This isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game. Your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or two. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Ed Easley will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
He's set. Here it comes. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. And the fastball misses high and away there. It's full, 3-2. grounded to the right. And he is in there.
He just did everything right here on the mound. He made the good pitch. He got his guy to hit the ball on the ground. But baseball is just a little bit like life. You know, things don't always go your way. This is going to be an infield single as he reaches here with one away.
Peter Borges ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike one. Runner at first here, one man out. Now a bunt attempt here. And good awareness behind the plate as he'll make the quick basket catch for the second out.
Probably the toughest part of this play here is just to locate the ball, because this thing's not going to stay in the air very long, but he's able to get a beat on it and make the play.
Yadier Molina will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with two gone and a runner at first. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
The 0-1 on its way. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. One and one, here it is. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Hit to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, what a nice job to come in here and finish this one off. And with that, he picks up career save number 1. So nice going.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a real good performance, as you'll see in his final line. He gave him 7 2/3 good innings, and he was definitely the difference in this one.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 4-0. So long from Wrigleyville.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 1 man on base. For St. Louis, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 42 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.